A lot of bigger YouTube channels will release videos that kind of show you behind the scenes of how much money that specific channel or that specific YouTuber is making from YouTube AdSense. And to be honest, I'm always pretty curious about those videos because I'm just obsessed with like figuring out and learning about making money online in general, but specifically about YouTube, which is kind of why I have a YouTube channel here. But what I wanted to do is create a video to show you guys how much money I make as a channel that has less than 5,000 subscribers. What's up, y'all? Welcome back to my channel. If you're new around here, I'm Mariah from MariahMagazine.com, and on this channel, I help simplify things like SEO, websites, and I dive into tools and recommendations to help you grow your online business in a way that works for you. So today's video is a little different because I wanted to kind of bring you behind the scenes and show you how much YouTube pays me as a smaller channel of less than 5,000 subscribers. So let's just kick it over to the screen share. Okay, so this is the back end of YouTube Studio where all of my analytics live. So at first glance, we can see that right now at the time of this recording, I have 4,352 subscribers, and I've been growing at a pretty decent rate, especially compared to previous months, so that's always pretty awesome. And then we can also see this summary here of how many views I've had, how many watch time hours, and this is my estimated revenue for this month of May 2023. So right now I'm estimating to make $264.86. So let's dive into the actual channel analytics here. So we can come over here to revenue, and then this is just the last 28 days. So let's take a look at lifetime. So in the lifetime that I've had my channel, I've made over $3,000, which is amazing. But the thing is that we have to keep in mind is like my channel has been around for a bit. So my first channel was over 6 years ago. I think it was before this video. Maybe it was 2017, maybe it was 2016. I'm not quite sure, but that's a long time before I started making any revenue, any money from my YouTube videos. And so what happened is I launched my YouTube channel and I started creating a whole ton of videos, and I think I was publishing. It wasn't very consistent, but I was publishing, and honestly, I got kind of burnt out because I wasn't making any money from YouTube. And I thought that it would be easier. I thought that hitting that threshold, so I think YouTube says that you need 1,000 subscribers and like 4,000 watch hours, and I just wasn't hitting that. Getting my first 1,000 subscribers was extremely difficult. So actually what happened, the last video that I posted right here, which was an easy Google Analytics 4 setup for 2021. I remember posting this video, and the reason why I came up with this idea is because that's when GA4 first launched, which is like the new version of Google Analytics. And I was like looking everywhere. I was just like, yo, why is there no video walking me through how to set this up? It's so confusing. So I ended up learning and teaching myself how to set up just like the super basic thing. And I was like, I'm going to need to create a tutorial on this. Like I didn't even look at SEO keywords. I didn't even really look at anything. It was just a huge gap in the market. And I was doing SEO for clients. I was also at this time, I think I was still maybe doing a couple website designs. And so people were asking me like, how do I set up this new Google Analytics 4? I was like, yo, I don't know. But once I figured it out, I ended up creating a video. That was the last video that I created. So from January until September. So there was 0 videos created, but I think what happened is that everybody else was noticing that there was no other videos like that's walking people through how to do this. So my video ended up taking off, and I say taking off in like a light sense, like it didn't go viral like 1 million views, but I think even right now I have like 46,000 views, which is like the most views on a single video on my channel. So that video alone was the video that got me over the hump of the 1,000 subscribers and that 4,000 watch time. If it wasn't for that video, I don't know how much longer it would have taken. I don't know if I would have had to keep creating videos. Like I said, there's a huge gap here. But once I started making revenue, I was like, oh, this is pretty cool. And I kind of just kicked back and was like, yeah, I'll just be taking money from YouTube. That's fine. Didn't create any videos then. I created like a body scan meditation, which like, I don't know what I was trying to do with my YouTube channel, y'all, but like, that's the only video that I created. And then I didn't start getting the kick in the pants to create YouTube videos or new YouTube videos until my revenue started drastically dropping. So you'll notice that I didn't start actually creating more like aligned and strategic videos until May 2022. So that was almost a full year after that. It was a pretty long time. So at first I started creating videos every week and I was just like, yo, I cannot keep up with this. So especially since all of my revenue was tanking from YouTube and I wasn't making enough money from YouTube revenue in order to sustain paying my video editor to edit 4 videos a month. But I was like, you know what? I can bite the bullet and pay my video editor to edit 2 videos a month, because like at this time I was making not a lot of money. So we can even take a look here and you can see like it was still dropping here. So in all of 2022, I made almost $1,500. And so you can see it's pretty low, like $1 a day, maybe $4 a day, not that much. But I was like, you know what? I have seen this work before. Like I've seen a video take off and I've seen like how much money you can make just from a single video. So that's kind of what lit a fire under my butt to stay consistent with it. And I was like, you know what? If I can start making videos, start being consistent, maybe I can get this revenue back up. And then kept making videos and then my revenue dropped even more at the end of December. But if we take a look, let's look at so far this year. And so far this year, still the beginning of the year, I was like, yo, we're not doing it. Not doing it until more recently when the money that I was making per 1,000 views went up. And that's why the amount of money that I started making went up. Okay. So far in 2023, I've made $416.90. So let's dive into some other information here. So as you can see, this is like the month breakdown of how much I made monthly. So we can scroll down here and we can see May, so far I've made 136. And so I'm on track to beat April. So last month. But if we look here, like for a while, I was not making even enough money to cover my video editor for one video. So we scroll down, like I had a pretty low month, like I said in December, $21. So if you see any YouTuber or anybody out here being like, oh yeah, you could just like make so much money monthly from YouTube AdSense, like don't get me wrong, like possibilities are truly endless. And that's kind of what I've learned from seeing these back-end reports from these bigger channels. But from my journey, it's taken a long time and like a lot of testing and tweaking. And I was burnt out on creating videos and I stopped doing it. And so the revenue definitely declined. So what I've learned is that consistency does matter, even if you're not doing weekly. Like I see so many people being like, you have to create them weekly. The only way that I was going to stay consistent is if I went down to doing it bi-weekly. So we can close out of this and let's take a look at my top earning content. So this will break down how much money I've made from each video specifically. So if we scroll down, this is still set just for 2023. So far in 2023, I've made $56 from this video here. And then I have 2 Shopify videos right here that are kind of right behind this video. So this is really good to see that it's not just one video taking off and like creating my revenue. Like I'm kind of spreading myself out and giving other videos opportunities to bring revenue into my YouTube channel here. So If we look at lifetime though, and just like which video on my channel has made the most money over the lifetime of my channel, hands down, it was that Google Analytics 4 setup, that video that I created just because I didn't see any videos out there like it. That video thus far, so it's from 2021, since then hasn't really brought in too much revenue, too much traffic or anything. Like we can see in this graph, it really started fizzling out at the end of 2022. And that's because everybody was like making new updated videos about it. And it was just outdated. Like we know with tech and stuff like that, some videos, tutorials that don't last that long in terms of longevity, just because like technology is always changing. So this is always really interesting to watch. And like the next ones, it's the how to add the announcement bar banner to WordPress. That video over the lifetime of my channel has made almost $600. And then I have a video on submitting a sitemap to Google Search Console that's made $400. And so all of these videos are a little bit older, but if it wasn't for this video, like I wouldn't have been making content on these. Okay, so let's close out of here. And I just kind of wanted to show you guys how much money I've made from shorts. So there are some people that are like, oh man, create a YouTube channel, just do shorts, you're gonna kill it. I have made in 2023, 10 cents from shorts. Now, granted, I don't have that many shorts on my channel. I think I maybe have 9 and I post them every other week. So my schedule is like a full YouTube video, then a short the next week, then a full YouTube video, then a short. So I alternate them just so I don't get burnt out from creating content. But as you can see, my normal YouTube videos are what is bringing in the bulk of my revenue, and the shorts, it's just, it ain't it. It ain't it for me. So let me move my face over here. And what I did want to talk about here was the RPM. So this is the revenue for every 1,000 views on my channel. This number goes up and down depending on the video and depending like on the topic that I'm talking about. I did watch somebody else's video and they said that if you're talking about digital products or something like that, they tend to have a higher RPM because people putting ads on those videos are willing to pay more money for it. And I have heard like if you have a video gaming channel, you might only be making like $1, $2 for every 1,000 views. I don't know. I haven't looked into it, but this is my average RPM. So how much revenue I'm personally bringing in for every 1,000 views on average in 2023. But recently that has gone up. So let's look at the last 28 days. And that's why my revenue has increased. So in the entire year, I've made over $400, but now I'm making more than half of that in just 1 month. And that's because, look at this number, the RPM, the revenue for every 1,000 views, this has more than doubled. And that's because on the videos, like on these top videos here, advertisers are willing to pay more money to put ads on my video. And so I'm getting more money from that. So I think, and don't quote me on this, but I'm pretty sure when it comes to ads, I get 55% and then YouTube gets 45%. Okay, and then I just had to Google it to make sure that I was giving you the right information. So yeah, as a creator, I make about 55% of the revenue on my channel. So for every $100, YouTube, which is owned by Google, will pay me $55, and then YouTube makes the other $45. So that's kind of how we come up with this number here. And so the higher your RPM is, the more money that you can make on videos, but you have to try to find the topics and figure out like which industry, which niches end up making more money in this way from YouTube AdSense. But if I'm being completely honest, I never really paid attention to this number. I never have created videos with the sole intention of increasing my RPM. I kind of just create videos based on SEO keyword research now, or I create videos based on what my audience is asking for, or videos that would be really helpful for my clients, or videos for my students in my course and in my workshops. So that's usually how how I come up with video ideas. I had no idea that like this industry, this niche, like products, digital products, that niche makes a little bit more money than other niches. Had no idea, but just seeing this number, it does make a lot of sense. But I think that's it. I think that's everything, covering just like YouTube, AdSense, how much YouTube pays me as a small creator. I'm excited to see how this grows, how this changes, and I'm excited to kind of use this video as a benchmark and as like a video journal diary entry to be able to compare and contrast it in a year from now. Like, what is my RPM going to be in a year from now? What's my monthly revenue going to be? Especially if I hit a higher subscriber number, like around 10,000, I wonder how all of this data is going to change. So let me know in the comments below. Let me know if you found this helpful. Let me know if you want additional videos on stuff like this. I know that I'm always really interested to learn about like how much YouTube is paying other creators, both big and small. So that's kind of why I wanted to pull back the curtain and just show you guys my numbers. So that's it for today's video. If you guys found this video helpful, if you want to see more behind the scenes videos like this, definitely give me a really quick thumbs up. If you're not already subscribed to the channel, what are you doing? Hit that subscribe button, turn on bell notifications, and I will see you in the next video.